Hi everybody, Alex here from Australian Detailing Professionals, and today I am at Carepro Car Solutions with Henry and Ricardo. And what a place this is to walk into. When I got here, I had a pretty magnificent M4 competition backing out, you know, Ferrari going, and you know, you come in this shop and it's just like absolutely stunning, guys. So
Thank you.
I'd like to say you've done a great job, but you didn't do it yourselves. But there's a great story to this one, and I spoke to you only a couple of days ago and said, mate, you're relatively new to the game. How did you do this? So yeah, it's interesting. So I mean, you guys can just take it away and tell me how and why.
So Henry and I, we stumbled into each other one day at school. Our kids go to school together, and the idea, he brought this idea to me, and pretty much in 48 hours, we had this lease signed and all the plans ready to go, and you know, thinking of the business name and what we're going to do and who we're going to use. So
it's amazing.
It was a pretty amazing story.
It's kind of like, it's a why not, it's an easy answer for us, because what happened is, like, I mean, you think about if you have to actually start from scratch.
Yes.
It's not that straightforward. You have to take a few months, this one here, ready to go.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, so much time and stress saved. And you can always tweak it, right?
That's right.
100%.
But it's awesome as it is. I mean, yeah, I can't see much I'd want to change anyway.
It's perfect. I mean, it's pretty much set up
Fit the purpose.
how we wanted. We
It's
changed a
the most
few
important
things
part.
around. We renovated the area for the customers.
Yes, right.
But we're pretty happy with how everything's going. And
Sure.
Yeah. But there's a bit more to the how. Right? So you know, you've got interesting backgrounds, and you know each other through the school, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
But you've got another business going that was the reason you came across this particular
That's
warehouse.
right.
You were looking for one.
Yep.
So yeah, tell us about that.
So, like, at the beginning, like, I was selling, like, import cars for more than 2 years, and I think I can turn over better, so I just want to have a warehouse, do it more properly with the customer.
Yep.
And then been searching on the internet to try to find some place that is good looking.
Yep.
People walk in, get a wow factor.
Yes.
So I find here.
Yeah, well done.
And then, yeah, definitely. And then, like, find it. I just want to share the joy with Ricardo at one stage, like, at school.
Yep.
And then he said, Henry, you know what? I'm looking for a warehouse as well. And I try to tell him, what are you trying to do?
Yeah.
And I told him that, like, I want. He's not going to tell me he's a secret, but like I said, like, hey, I want this. I want to actually find someone to do a part of detailing. And then he starts saying, yeah, I'm looking for detailing as well.
What are the odds? Like, it's super bizarre.
And that's
really.
what 48 hours is kind of a magic time we turn over on that one.
It is.
Everything is happening for the last 6 months. Took a long time, eh?
it took a long time to get everything
too.
ready, to get ourselves ready for the industry, because we're not from the industry, obviously. And a lot of practice, a lot of learning with Sandro, who you know, and it's been quite an experience. It's been really good. Everyone's been welcoming in the whole industry. It's amazing, and thank you for reaching out to us as well.
No worries, how could I not? I mean, I saw it, and there were a few things that sort of, where did these guys come from? This is amazing. And then done a bit of stalking, as I said, and worked out how it all fit together, and it's fascinating. Fun. Can you guys tell me a little bit about the services that you offer here at the moment?
Yeah, sure. So we do ceramic coatings.
Yep.
We're using Carepro as a ceramic coating. We're doing window tinting here as well. We've set up PPF, so we're ready to go with PPF.
Great. Yep.
We do pre-sale detailing, which is the car I showed you.
Yes.
And we do maintenance washes for people that want to come back, so the regular customers that want to keep coming back. We're happy to do a regular wash for them.
Great.
And then what else do? We do deodorising of the vehicles.
Yep.
So if they've got a smelly vehicle, you know, someone's been smoking in it or something like that, we have that service as well. And just your regular detailing.
It is. I mean, on top of that, what we're trying to do is to set up as a more like a 4S shop as well. As you know that, like, I'm selling car. What we want to do is, like, people buy a new car, come in as a service, we report a PPF, we look after the car for them. You know what? When they sell the car, they will come back to us as well. We can help them to sell the car. And then they buy a new car, they come back. So we try to, like, build that as a life cycle.
Right. Yes.
And a long-term engagement with the customer, so make sure they're happy.
So we want to have that relationship where they're always returning to us.
Yeah, fantastic.
And we know the vehicles that they're bringing, and because they've been coming through the shop regularly.
Yes.
And then we'll help them to buy their next car or
great.
to sell their car.
Yep, and in those services, do you both do exactly the same thing? Or you have some strengths and weaknesses, or prefer to do this, not that?
We have our strengths and weaknesses, that's for sure.
That's why, I mean, we constantly have to enhance our process.
Yes.
I think even like from just like simple things from washing the car, we find that there's different way we can make it better. How do we actually make sure that we are overlapping the gap as well?
Yes.
So you're not missing any spots on the car.
Yeah, and you're really setting your standard operating procedures together and joining them up. And
that's
exactly right.
We just want to get that high quality standard for the customer.
Yeah. Can you guys explain to me the brands of, or the product brands that you use here mostly?
Yeah, so we're basically, Carepro is our #1 brand here.
Carepro with Carepro?
Yes, Carepro with Carepro. Yeah,
That's right.
It's a bit of a mouthful, and some people get confused, and people that don't know what the product is. We're using the ceramic coatings C Quartz UK for the entry level. C Quartz Professional, and the new product that's come from Carepro D Quartz as well.
Okay.
So those are the top ceramic coating products.
Then for the PPF side, where you also like using Carepro as well, we use their Immortal film.
Yes.
Yeah. Relatively new product.
New product.
Good things about this.
Self-healing.
Yes, definitely. So like it's new to the market, so we're working with them together to promote together, and the feedback is pretty good on that one.
Yeah, fantastic, excellent, good stuff. Do you guys offer any warranties on your services, and how do they work?
Yeah, we sure do. So basically, if a customer has an issue with their car, they can welcome to bring it back. We'll have a look and discuss what the issue is and resolve it for them, without charge if it needs to be, if it's through no fault of their own. But before the car leaves, we'll explain to them what needs to be done and how it can be looked after. So they're not going to ruin the coating, leave it outside and just have bird droppings or whatever and left on there, because that won't have any guarantee, obviously.
Absolutely.
So we need to educate the customer, because a lot of the customers that we're going to have as well, they don't know about coatings. So just for example, Henry's friend came by the other day, and his wife was interested in ceramic coatings, but she had no idea about them.
Right, yes.
So she saw me working on the car, so I explained to her the whole process, and now she's really excited and she wants to bring her car back.
That's great. Yeah, it's easy to take for granted. I've got to admit, my sister called me this morning and said, I've got stone chips on my doors. Can you recommend someone to put ceramic coating on? I was like, it's not going to do anything for that, I'm sorry. Even, family don't always know either what we do, so it's easy to take for granted what the technologies are.
Definitely. It's kind of like, that's what Ricardo say, is education. And looking after the car is not purely just only from detail, it's from the customer as well. And to maximize the benefit of that, we have to work together. That's why we need to have a package together. And hold our hands together as well. In terms of the warranty, we try to make it as a one-stop shop for the customer as well. Like sometimes maybe some of the customer may experience that you have to negotiate with the manufacturer or supplier, but we have good relationships, so we'll on behalf of that, we'll do all that for them. Yeah,
I get a sense you're almost calling it a partnership with the customer, I can tell.
That's right.
Really there with them. That's great.
100%.
So this one, and I know you don't have a whole lot of Ks on the road so far, but your most challenging project at this point in time?
Look, to be honest, the car that we did last night, the Volvo.
You had a late one.
Yeah, had a late one, yes. It was a challenge because we want to chase perfection, I guess, because we're new to the industry. So we're chasing that, pure magic
OCD
look.
OCD look.
So the customer is going to be really happy with that car.
That's great.
And it's just mainly just getting everything out of the all the fine scratches. And
we try to actually turn off the light using a spotlight on that one and see where do I find the scratch on the angle until we can't see it. That's a challenge bit.
The wheels, we took them off even though the customer hasn't paid for that.
I was just going to say that. That says a lot about your characters that you couldn't let that go.
Exactly.
Henry said, I've got to do this. And I'm like, okay, if you want to, go for it.
I think you should.
We just want perfection, I guess.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll get some B-roll of that.
And we are both on the same page as well. That's more important. So we don't have that argument. It's just say, hey, if you think you can do it, you do it. We do it.
That's a lot of values,
isn't it? The customer. Definitely.
Fantastic.
We just want a happy customer.
Have you guys noticed any misconceptions in the detail or relative to detailing from customers that ask you questions about the industry or what they want and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah,
Anything
sure.
stand out?
I had someone come past the other day, and he said basically, I don't want any buffing machine to touch my car.
Okay.
Okay, he's a bit old school guy, and he doesn't really understand what we do here.
Yes.
So I've been speaking to him and explaining how it's done, and the buffing machine is safe. You know, I'm not using a rotary, so it's not going to have all marks all over the place. The industry has moved along so far.
That's true. Yes.
In the last few years,
From
especially
the old cut and polish days.
from the old cut and polish days.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. So there's two schools of thought on this, whether or not you need to polish before you lay a coating down, and I'm not going to argue which one's which right now, but do you guys have an opinion on that?
For me personally, I think it is good to do that because you're getting rid of any marks on the car or any little fine dirt that you might not see with the eye.
Yes.
And then the bonding of the coating will stick much better at the end. Yeah, definitely.
It's interesting. I mean, you could argue it's a perfectly clean substrate for the coating and nothing's going to get in the way with that point.
Definitely.
And it's just exfoliating like skin, isn't it, before you put something on it?
Exactly.
You know, it's what you would do, make sure it's absolutely clean. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what we like to do.
Yeah, great. Can you tell me about any jobs you particularly enjoy doing, and conversely, any jobs you really don't like doing?
Yeah. For me, I like the polishing side of it, to be honest, because I see my result of my work and getting those finer scratches out, and I know that the customer's going to be really happy to see the car and you know, perfect, you know, like showroom finish, basically. That's my side of it. I don't know what Henry's side is.
For me, I do have a hate and love as well. Right? As you mentioned before, like take off the wheels. Take off the wheels is only one thing, and I don't like to see the mudguard very dirty, and I'm very OCD, and I try to clean all the mudguard around to make it fresh here as well. So
wheel arches, you mean, as well?
That's right. That's right. The inside bit, and then because when you look at it from different angle, you want to see that. You don't want to see any mud there. Like
look, it's a big part of the car. It's a lot of real estate, you know.
And people don't pay attention that there's more thing, and that's me. That's why I say I hate and love on that one. I hate to do really dirty, but I love that once you finish that, you see this just sparky of that. That's pretty amazing.
Our slogan is "It's all in the detail."
Yes.
Right. So all those finer details we really look at.
Fantastic. Yeah, great, excellent. I think there'll be a lot here, but what are your plans for the future of the business, or any technologies or services you'd like to add? You've got quite a lot going on already.
Yeah, we do. I think what we want to do is we want to add staff to our
team.
To our team.
Great.
But also we want to expand this as well, not just from a detailing side, but also from the car selling point of view as well.
Yeah, great.
So there is future plans there.
Definitely.
And different cars as well.
Yes.
So at the moment it's just purely Japanese, but we look to do something else with that.
100%.
Apart from this.
Apart from these.
Probably you'll see more on that one in the future. We hope. Finger crossed on that one.
Yeah, pretty amazing cars. Could you please tell me a little bit about yourselves outside of detailing, your passions, you know, what you get up to in your spare time?
Okay, well, there's spare time. There's not much spare time for both of us.
Yep.
I've got 3 kids and Henry's got 2 kids, so we're pretty much like taxi drivers.
Uber driver is better.
Uber driver,
When my kids she's saying, "You are Uber driver today again." Eh?
Yeah, taking the kids out to their activities and doing all that kind of stuff. I think both of us are very family orientated, and we'd love to spend time with our family, and we want to spend more time with them where possible.
I mean, the purpose of this business is so we can spend more time, we can be more flexible. And the good things on that with Ricardo and myself, our kids are in similar age.
Yeah, that's great.
Literally they're in the same class as well. Yeah. So like we kind of have a lot of like catch-up activities as a mate together, and that's how we trust each other, and it's easy for us to bond together.
That's great.
And other than that, like I do a lot of sport as well.
Yeah. You'd see more of them if you had them working here, and the rates would be pretty good.
That's really important. To be honest, I always say to my work, like, and this is my side business, like, your time that you spend with your colleagues, with your business side, is even more than what you spend time with your family.
That's very true.
And you really have to be enjoying your environment, open conversation, trust, and support each other.
Yeah.
I think we achieved that in that sense.
In theory, it's the third of your life, isn't it? So
Yes,
you've got to
100%,
keep an eye on being happy at work, that's for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
I do agree.
And our passion is motorsport,
awesome.
Formula One.
All right, great.
We love watching
Yes.
Formula One.
Excellent.
Sometimes we spend late nights watching it together.
Yeah, I go for Ricardo, but not this
I was
Ricardo.
going to ask you.
I go for Ricardo, but not this Ricardo.
That's right. Just a coincidence. And how about you? Who do you support?
Ferrari.
Ferrari, yeah,
No,
okay.
no particular driver, but I do like Alonso.
Yeah.
He's,
So he
he's a
won
legend.
he won Ricardo in the Ferrari, obviously.
Yeah, I want Ricardo in the Ferrari.
Yeah,
That'd be
that's
nice.
Perfect
Yeah.
match.
And we can be on the same. We can be on the same car.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
Perfect match.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. So can you tell us how we find you, online, and
Yeah.
what's the situation with turning up? Is that welcome or you're by appointment?
Yeah, they can call us.
Yeah.
We've got our mobile phone numbers listed online. So Facebook,
Yes.
it's Carepro Car Solutions.
Yep.
We've got Instagram, which is Carepro Car.
Yep.
And we've also got TikTok, Carepro Car.
Okay.
And we have a website here,
Yeah.
www.carepro.com.au.
Yeah.
Excellent. Fantastic. Thanks so much, guys. This is a really exciting time, and I think it's such a unique story, and it's just destiny, isn't it? Like, this should happen. And I feel really lucky to have met you guys and come and experience this and check out a couple of cool cars. And I wish you all the best for the future. I think, it's inevitable that you'll do well. Yeah,
Thank you.
well done. Yeah, cheers.
Thanks for coming. Thank
Pleasure,
you.
mate. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.